All right, let's talk about unlocking a superpower for any student or researcher, actually finding those top-tier scholarly sources you need for your work. We're going to go on a little step-by-step quest. Let's get right into it.
You know the feeling, right? You've got a great topic, you're all set to write, and then you hit a brick wall. Honestly, sometimes the hardest part of writing a paper isn't the writing itself. It's just finding the right sources to back up what you want to say.
But don't you worry, we're going to break this down into 5 super simple steps. Think of it like a map for a treasure hunt. We'll start the quest, build ourselves a smart search, filter for the real gold, get our hands on the article, and then do one last final check. Easy. So, our quest begins. And no, not in some dusty old library archive, but right at the library's digital front door. This is going to be your command center for pretty much everything. Every single great research journey starts right here. See this Search Everything box? Think of that as your universal key. It's the gateway to finding articles, books, you name it, across a ton of different databases, all from this one spot. Now for the secret weapon, okay? This is what efficient researchers use, the smart search. This isn't just about mashing a few words into the search bar. It's about telling the search engine exactly what you need, so you don't waste any time. And here's a perfect example of what a smart search looks like in the wild. You see the parentheses, the quotation marks, and those little words or, and. That whole structure is a set of instructions that gives you way more precise and relevant results. Now those little command words have a name, Boolean operators. I know, it sounds super technical, but it's actually incredibly simple. Just think of them as superpowers for your search bar, telling it exactly how to combine your keywords. So here's the crucial part. Knowing which one to use. You're going to use or to connect words that mean the same thing. Synonyms, like gastroparesis or gastric emptying delay. That makes your search bigger. Then you use and to connect different ideas that both have to be in the article, like your main topic and celiac. That makes your search much narrower. Okay, so you've run your smart search and now you have a big list of results. It's time to pan for gold. How do we separate the really valuable scholarly stuff from all the other noise? Let's take a look. So on the results page, and it's usually over on the left-hand side, you'll see a bunch of tools to tweak your results. The most important one for our quest is right here, the filter for peer-reviewed journals. And what's kind of wild is that getting to those really high-quality, academically solid sources, it all comes down to this, one single click. That is literally all it takes to completely transform your search results. And boom, just like that, you did it. You see that active filters tag? That's your confirmation. You're now only seeing articles from peer-reviewed journals. This is the absolute gold standard for academic research, because it means other experts in the field have already checked these sources for quality and accuracy. All right, you've found a title that looks really promising. Awesome. But now you've got to actually, read it. The next step is getting your hands on the full text of that article. So you usually see 3 main ways to get in. The most direct is download PDF. That's the best one. You might also see available online, which will zip you over to a database, or view issue contents, which shows you the journal's whole table of contents. And here's what those links actually look like in a real search result. They're almost always right below the article's title and the author's name. Whichever one of these paths you see, just give it a click, and it'll get you to the full text. We are so close to the end of our quest. But before you start grabbing quotes and citing your source, there is one last absolutely crucial check you need to make. This is a real pro tip, and it can save you a ton of headaches later. Now listen up, because this is so important. The source material says it perfectly. You will still need to examine each article, as peer-reviewed journals also include non-peer-reviewed pieces such as editorials. This is key. So what does that actually mean? Well, it's simple. Just because a journal is peer-reviewed, it doesn't mean every single thing published in it is a peer-reviewed research article. It could be a book review, or a letter to the editor, or an opinion piece. You always have to do that final check yourself. And that's pretty much it. Let's do a quick recap of the whole quest. 1. Start at your library's main search portal. 2. Build those smart searches with and or. 3. Smash that peer-reviewed filter. And 4. Just give the article a quick look to make sure it's actual research, and not something like an editorial. So there you have it. You now have the map and the keys to unlock a whole world of credible, powerful information. The only question left is, what are you going to unlock first? Now go on, start your quest.